I went through a lot of health issues with my nose, my throat, all kinds of physical ailments. And during that time, I sought out a lot of support from holistic healers. I began to look at alternative healing modalities as a way to be well.
When I first heard the term sound therapy, I really just thought about meditation and going into a deep state, but I didn't really know what to expect. And when I went to my first experience, I dropped into my body in a way that I never had before, in a way that I felt fully present and safe and comfortable. And it wasn't like regular meditation where you're having to constantly tell your mind to be quiet. It's more embodied and easeful.
For those who might not understand what immersive sound is, think about the way you felt when you first got in a pool for the first time and you felt the water being warm or cold and how it affected your skin. And then imagine that as an aural, meaning you hear, sensation all over you. But at the same time that those waves are hitting you, like a drum, for instance, moves air like a speaker. But you think of that in that way, and then you can think about it in a whole spectrum of ways. You know, that same kind of thing can happen with sound.
After I had my sound therapy with Alex, there was a relaxation that was a lot deeper than I could get from just sitting there listening to music. My body continued to tingle. When I closed my eyes, I could still kind of feel that for me, it was like being on a raft. I kind of felt myself going downstream on a raft. And the level of relaxation continued into the next morning. I woke up the next morning, I tended to oversleep because I was so relaxed. It was a calmness. There was just peace.
It was about an hour long when Alex brought us back to awareness. I felt like that I had had a full night's restful sleep. I was completely refreshed. It was pretty amazing.
The cool thing about sound therapy and sound immersion is that it can be incorporated into all of the other healing modalities as well. So I've experienced in a lot of different ways. I've had it where it was just me and Alex one-on-one and he's playing all the instruments. I've also done it where it was immediately preceding some yoga or after some yoga or before breath work. So yeah, it's really great. You can incorporate it into a lot of different things and it makes whatever it is that you're doing, it enhances it.
We have this tendency in our culture to go and to push and to grind. But if we don't rest, if we don't restore, if we do not take care of ourselves, we're heading towards a dead end.
Sound healing therapy helped me to connect to my inner self. It allowed me to really see the center of my soul during that session. I'm lying there with my eyes closed, feeling the vibrations of the sounds, and it took me someplace else. I could still feel the vibrational energy of the sound healing days after. And what it did for me was remind me to stay connected to my inner self. It reminded me to continue to believe in myself. It reminded me to protect myself from giving out way too much to too many people. It helped me to remind me that I matter too.